Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. It's 9 a.m. in Dublin. I don't know what time it is where you are, but we are going to be going into a full body workout today. And all you need, let me just go off camera here and grab my chair because somebody snuck in and moved it away from me. All you need today is your chair or equivalent and your kettlebell or equivalent. And I can hear myself in the background because there's an 8-second delay. And I'm just going to mute myself because who the hell wants to talk to me right now? Okay, so like I was saying, all you need equipment-wise is your kettlebell or equivalent. So it could be a bag of books, it could be a heavy water bottle, it can be anything you want as long as you can hold it with one hand and swing it like a kettlebell. And a chair, a table, a bench, whatever. And a little bit of floor space because it's kind of hard to do stuff if you don't have a little bit of space. So with that, take a couple of seconds, get yourself set. I've got my tunes on in the background. And we are going to get going in about 10-20 seconds. Just letting a few people come on. How are we, guys? How are we feeling today? Let us know how you're getting on in the chat window because I have it I have it on the screen behind me. If you have any problems or any questions, just stick it up there and I should be able to, if my reading is any use, see what's going on. So throw up your questions on the screen and I should see it behind it. Right, with that, we're going to go into our warm-up. So we're going into lunges. So standing with your feet hip width. I like to use the kettlebell sometimes as a guide. You're going to drop your knee to the floor, back up, change, drop your knee to the floor. So big stride, knee to floor, squeeze the abs, push through the sole of that foot to come back up tall. So we're going to be doing everything around the kettlebell today. So we've got the chair in play, but when you're using the chair, you're still on the kettlebell. Swings is going to play a very large role in today's session. So it's going to be 30 seconds of swings before we go into each exercise. Each exercise is only going to be performed once, and that's going to be for 60 seconds. Okay, we're now going to go into squats, feet shoulder width, toes turned out. Stick your ass out, sit your ass down, push your knees out with your elbows, and hook your fingers under your toes. Raise your hips up nice and high, stretch out your hamstrings in your lower back, and then sit yourself down into a nice deep squat. Keep pushing those knees out aggressively with the elbows. Feet flat on the floor, raise those hips up high again. We're going to stretch out that posterior, that's the back of your body, because we're going to be using it a lot for our swings. Swings are the constant today. That's it. Every 2 to 3 seconds, we're changing between up and down. Keep those fingers under the toes to exaggerate the stretch on the hamstrings. We only raise the hips as high as the fingers under the toes will allow, and we only sit ourselves down as long as we keep the feet flat on the floor. Okay, so from there, best breakdancing move onto your back. Feet hip width, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Driving through both heels, get your butt as high as you can off that floor. Get those hamstrings and those glutes working for you. So we got 14, if I remember correctly, we got 14 exercises to get through. Each exercise is going to be 60 seconds long. And then we got 30 seconds of swings to get done beforehand. Maybe it's not 14, maybe it's 12, I'm not sure. But anyway, either way, you're going to get a sweaty workout in. Okay, let's take one leg off the floor, driving up for 2 to 3 reps. And then when you've got your 2 to 3 reps done, change legs, drive through the heel on the other foot. So in order to keep the heel down, lift your toes off the floor because a lot of people tend to do this bridging and push through the ball of the foot to get the hips up high without realizing it. And by doing that, you're not using the hamstrings and glutes, and you don't get what you're looking for out of the movement. That's it. Still going. Every 2 to 3 reps, we change sides. Okay, so staying on the floor, straighten out those legs, arms crucifix. We're going to raise one leg up into the air, bring it across the body. A few clicks and cracks going on the back, that's okay. Bring it back down and change. And then we're alternating between left and right. We're just getting some rotation into that torso. Trying to get that spine moving independently of the upper body moving independently of the lower body. And try and warm it up through all planes of movement. So always get yourself set up at home, wherever you are, in the office, in the park, with the best setup you can. Your favorite tunes on in the background, your right equipment, enough floor space. The cat's out the back garden, the dog's locked in the kitchen, and the kids are in bed. Okay, up we get. We're going back into our lunges. We're going to see how the improvement on the range of movement is after those few exercises. Getting that knee all the way to the floor. So the heart rate's going to start coming up now. Okay, so your water bottle, put it away. You're not going to see it for the next 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes. You're not going to die of dehydration or thirst. So just make that little decision now. You're going to put it away, and we're not going to be using it for the next 15 to 16 minutes. Okay, so get your kettlebell. We are going into kettlebell swings. Remember, it's a drive aggressively down into the floor and then standing up tall in 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Get your bell. 3, swinging in 2, 1. Let's go. So we have 30 seconds worth of swings. At the end of the 30 swings, the kettlebell stays on the body and we're going into squats. And that's going to be 60 seconds of squats. As soon as the squats are finished, we're back to our 30-second swings, and then we move on to the next exercise, which will be rear lunge. And we keep going. And sumo deadlift high pull today is the last exercise. So when you get there, you know it's your finish line. And into our squats. Let's go. We got 60 seconds of squats. It's only one round, so make it count. Feet are shoulder width, toes are turned out. We're dropping through the hips. It's a big inhale as we drop, and it's a big exhale as we corkscrew through the soles of the feet to stand back up tall. We got 40 seconds left on the clock, and then we're back to our swings. Having fun today. Look longingly at that water across the room and just make peace with the fact that you're not going to see that water for another 15 minutes. 20 seconds. Use this session as a test to see how far you've come. 12 seconds. Then we're into our swings again. There is no rest in between the exercises. It's a straight transition. 4, 3, 2, 1. Into our swings. Okay, so in 25 seconds, we're going to pop that bell back up onto that chest or shoulder, depends on how you want to hold it. And we're going to do rear lunge. And the one thing I want you to focus on with the rear lunge is keeping your feet hip width. We lunge like we're on train tracks, not like we're on a tightrope. We've got 5 seconds. Keep the abs tight at the top of that swing. And onto the chest, rear lunge. Let's go. Kick back, drop knee to floor. Up and change. Woo! Already warm. Heart rate's already up. Already having as much fun as I can have. Woo! Remember, this is fun. This is what fun feels like. What you felt before and perceived as fun, you were only kidding yourself. This is the real deal. Enjoy it. Embrace it. 30 seconds. And we're back to our swings. And then after that, the rear lunge is going to be replaced by snatch. 20 seconds. Keep reminding yourself why you're doing this workout. It's because you're nuts. But other than that, why are you doing it? You doing it for you? You doing it for your next door neighbor? Who are you doing it for? 3, 2, 1. Back to swings. Woo! Oh, this is going to be a toughie. Oh, stay with me, guys. Okay, next exercise in 22 seconds. We're going to go into the snatch. That's where the weight starts on the floor and finishes above the head. All in one movement. Keep the abs tight, shoulder blades back, and chest out. And it's the same on the swing. Standing bolt upright, ready to snatch in 3, 2, 1. Snatch it. Woo! So we're alternating the hands if you can. Otherwise, we're going 2 hands on the bell. 45 seconds. Then we're back to Old Faithful with our swings. Remember, you're driving aggressively through the soles of the feet, keeping the abs squeezed tight to transfer that energy into the upper, and then keeping your shoulder blades pinned back to make sure that spine stays nice and straight, and therefore is as effective as possible. 20 seconds out from our swings. Keep moving. The key is to keep moving. You don't need high tempo, just continuous movement. 5 seconds, we're swinging. 3, 2, 1, swings. Snatches done. After this, the bell is going above the head, and we're going into a march. So that's where the bell is held above the head with one hand or two. I'm gonna go one hand, and then we do a high knees march on the spot. The key is staying as steady as possible and isolating those abs along with the shoulder stability. 3, 2, 1, bell is up. Marching on the spot. Trying not to swing yourself left and right. Try and maintain a nice steady torso. We don't want to lean. We want to maintain structure and stability under that bell. 40 seconds to go. I'm going to switch hands in 6, 5, 4. I'm not going to do it above my head. 3, 2, 1. Taking it down. I'm changing below the head and I'm back up on the other side. And I'm marching. Woo! 25 seconds. We're back to our swings. 15 minutes. Who'd have thought 15 minutes could ruin you so badly? Whew. If you do it right, it's in, out, done each day, and you are a hell of a lot fitter at the end of it. 4, 3, back to swings in 2, 1. Let's swing. So the goal is not to put that bell on the floor for the whole workout. Woo! I'm doing alternate swings because it actually gives me a chance to rub my hand, which is getting sweaty, on my shorts as it's not involved in the swing. Just ensures that I don't have too sweaty a grip on the bell. 5 seconds. We're going into wood chops. That's where you're throwing it from your hip over your shoulder. And wood chops. Let's go. Shoulder up and over the hip. Or sorry, from the hip up and over the shoulder. That'd be weird. So I'm keeping my arms as straight as I can. Slight bend on the elbows. And I'm rotating through the hips, using my abs to put the brakes on and maintain control of that bell, which is trying to drag me off kilter. 5 seconds, I'm changing sides. 3, 2, 1, change sides, off we go. Woo! So you're throwing the hips in turn throw the bell is attached to you via your arms have to go with it. They steer it. Feel it on the rotational aspect of your abs. They're your obliques. 12 seconds, then no more disgusting wood chops, and we're back to our swings. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to swings. Woo! Shoulders back, chest out, head up. Always reassert your dominance on the technique and the movement pattern. Never does the bell win. You are always in charge of the bell. We are going into our push press next. That's where we have the bell on our shoulder. We're using a little bit of a hip drive to power that bell above the head. It's only a case of unlocking the hips and then snapping them back into place. 3, 2, 1. Push press, hip drive, hip drive. So it's a little dip on the hips. You're flexing through the hips, not the knees. The knees do what they're told by the hips, not the other way around. Knees are completely dumb. They do exactly as they're told by the hips at all times. The first movement is stick that ass out. 5 seconds, I'm going to change sides below my head. 3, 2, 1. Change and go. Seamless. Woo! Okay, in 22 seconds, we're going to go into alternating pistol squats on the chair. And you can use your foot in front. Sorry, we're not. We're going to do swings before that. Then you can do your pistol squats. 10 seconds. Swings are first. Sorry for confusing. 4, 3, 2, and swing it. Woo! All right. Now that I'm fixing my mistake, we are going into pistol squats on the chair. That means holding the bell on the chest, standing up using one leg, and sitting down using one leg. You don't have to lift your foot off the floor. That's how you scale it. You can keep your heel very lightly on the floor, but we want to use one leg dominantly each time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Stand tall, stick your butt out, sit your butt down, drive through the sole of one foot, come up tall, and then back down through that same leg. Stick the ass out. Use the fact that the chair is there so you don't have that fear, and you can really concentrate on your technique. And as you get tired, put your heel very lightly on the floor in front or the ball of your foot. 3 seconds, I'm changing legs. 2, 1, change legs. Woo! Flying through it today, guys. Well done. And we are already over the halfway mark. You know what they say, when you're having fun, time flies. Okay, in 10 seconds, we're back to our swings. 7 seconds. Chair is going to be in play on the next exercise with step-ups, but swings first in 3, 2, 1. Swing it. Stay close to that chair. So in 23 seconds, you're going to have the bell on your chest or shoulder, and you're going to do step-ups on the chair. And the aim is to just keep moving, pushing through the sole of the foot uniformly, squeezing your abs to maintain stability and rigidity, and exhaling as you go up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step-ups on the chair. So we're using a whole foot. I don't want to see any overhang on the heel. I want to see full foot placement on the chair. And then you are driving yourself up onto that chair, squeezing your abs, and you're trying to crush the chair down with the foot that's on top of it. You're trying not to let the leg on the ground help. You're trying to use everything through that top foot. And we have 32 seconds, and then we're back to our delicious, flavorsome swings. That doesn't help, does it? Woo! Almost there. 20 seconds. I think it's the least I've talked today. 10 seconds, and we're back to our swings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it. You've come this far, guys. Almost home. Chair is still in play next. Single arm row. So we're going to put one hand on the chair, feet hip width, stick the butt out, keep the shoulders back and chest out. So you got a nice 90-degree bend on the hips. You're supporting yourself with that hand, and then you're going to pull the bell to your armpit using the lat, big wing of muscle on the back of the body. 3, 2, 1. Bell in the right hand, left hand on the chair. Squeeze the abs, pull that bell to the armpit using your lat. Knees are unlocked, heels are on the floor, chest is stuck out. 15 seconds, then I'm going to change sides. It's very simple to change, literally just switch the role of the hands. Posture remains the same. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch and go. Woo! Okay, after this we're going into our swings again, and then it's going to be thrusters. That's where the bell is on the chest or shoulder. You go into a full squat, and then you come out of that squat aggressively and propel the bell above the head. 12 seconds. Swings first. 7 seconds, we're into swings. Stay with me, guys. This is coming very close to the home stretch. And swing it. Let's go. Woo! All right, after this, we got thrusters. It's our third last in the exercises. Keep the abs tight. If you're starting to get a pinch on the lower back, it's because you're fatigued and you're letting your posture and your ab squeeze go loose. Don't allow it. 5 seconds. It's going to be thrusters in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Full squat, overhead press. Back to your full squat, overhead press. And it's one fluid movement from the bottom of the squat into the overhead press position. It's not a squat, then a press. Woo! Big inhale as you drop down. Big exhale, push through the soles of the feet. Keep the knees out to the side. Power. 5 seconds, I'm changing hands. That's the halfway mark. I'm on the left now. But if you're struggling, you can go 2 hands, that's fine. Oh man. Starting to get a sting in the eye from the sweat. Don't need to be able to see. Just got to keep moving with the right technique. 12 seconds. Woo! 7 seconds, we're back to swings. 5, 3, and swing it. Oh, here we are. So we're going into single leg deadlift next. It's going to be the second last in the exercises. Now we got one more set of swings after that. So this is your second last time swinging the bell. Single leg deadlift is next. Have the chair nearby or wall nearby if you need some support. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, single leg deadlift. So if the bell's in your right hand, your right leg is going out behind you. You're keeping the shoulder blades back just like the single arm row. You're getting into that 90-degree position on the hips. You're keeping your foot fully in contact with the floor. Shoulder blades back, that's very important. 7 seconds, I'm going to change sides. 3, 2, 1. Change and go. Woo! All right, so after this, we're into our last set of kettlebell swings. You'll miss them. And then we're into our last exercise, which is a sumo deadlift high pull. And for all those people out there who want to work the butt, this is for you. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Swing it. Let's go. Last time. Okay, so we're going to go into our swings here now. Oh, sorry, we're in our swings. And then we're going to go into a sumo deadlift with a high pull. So that means your feet are as wide as you can, toes turned out to the 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock on the clock face. And you are going to sit your hips down until your arm reaches the bell. You've got a full glass of water on your head. And bell on the floor. Let's go. Sit your hips down. Drive the floor away, pull to the chin. Sit your hips down. Drive the floor away, pull to the chin. The lower you get your hips to the floor, the more you're going to get your hamstrings and your butt cheeks. Keep the knees driven out to the side. This is your home stretch. And we got 40 seconds left. Oh. Woo! Abs tight. Hips low to start. Capitalize on that energy expenditure from the hips and legs to propel that bell to your chin. Oh. Keep the head up, shoulders back, knees driven out to the side. Nice wide stance. Don't let your feet creep in. Keep going. We got another 12 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now, you can put the kettlebell down. Now, you can get a sip of water. And now, you can get on your laptop or your computer or your phone and you can write a really, really sarky comment. And let me know how much you love that workout. Woo! Don't sit down just yet, because you might not get up. Oh man, that's a high heart rate session right there. And I wasn't even going at crazy high tempo. It was just continuous tempo with some added external resistance. And remember, as you get tired, you can always scale back. Reduce the weight or remove it entirely. As long as the movement pattern is correct, you're a quids in for a full workout. Okay, so if you want to do something extra, get out and get some cardio in. That's a run, a walk, a jog, a swim, a cycle. 20 minutes to half an hour, keep the heart rate elevated beyond 120, I would say. That's a kind of a ballpark figure, depending on how you are and who you are. And then get into your cool down. If you're still here with me, let's get into a passive hang now. Feet nice and wide. Soft knees, stick your butt out, drop your hands to the floor. And your body weight is through your heels. Woo! Now I'm starting to sweat properly. Oh man, it's like the body's waiting for a kind of a window of opportunity to start sweating because it's too busy to do it otherwise. Breathe in through nose, out through mouth. And that workout is there to set you up on your merry way to a happy day. And that rhymes completely by accident. Okay, so we're relaxing everything on the back of the body from the heels up into the backs of the knees in towards the butt cheeks over the back into the lower back, and then from there into the shoulder blades, and shoulder blades into shoulder sockets. Shoulder sockets are literally just releasing the grip and letting the arms hang dead on the floor. In through nose. Exhale and deflate down into that stretch with the out the mouth. Now we're going to turn the right. We're going to drop our left knee onto the floor. You're going to put your two hands on your knee and tip your knee forward like a throttle. What's Sheila saying? Sorry, I'm just seeing stars at the moment. Hang on a second. Terrific, Ronan. Great start to Saturday. Thank you. You are welcome, Sheila. Thanks for tuning in. Whew. I'd say your heart rate is nice and high now, Sheila. It'll take about an hour or two for it to come back down. That's called the afterburn. So you are burning calories on a decreasing scale, but it's decreasing from a high level. So yes, you may have burned 300, 250, 300 calories in that 15, 16 minute window, but you probably stack another 100 on top of that until the heart rate comes back down afterwards. All right, that's science. Right, change legs. My right knee is on the floor, my left foot is in front, tip that knee forward. So guys, if you're watching this on record, that's cool, welcome. I'm done. So are the other people who are doing it live with me. But it doesn't matter because you guys just got the same workout. So give us a comment below. Let us know how you got on. We love hearing those comments and we reply to every one of them. It may take a day or two because we're very busy. That's not a bad complaint to have. But we will get around to it. So if you have any questions, Sheila, HR, plus. That means heart rate is through the roof. Okay, guys, standing tall. Take a big breath in through the nose. Hold it for a second. And release it out the mouth and deflate. Well done, guys. Now go have some water. You have earned it and you have set yourself up correctly for the weekend. Well done. Oh, here we go. What's that? Thanks. You're welcome. See you guys. Have a great weekend.